Animal chiropractic friends, welcome, welcome. It is Thursday afternoon. We just welcomed into the ranch 6 new doctors. They're not new doctors, they're new to us. 6 doctors who have made that commitment to take the animal chiropractic course. They've made a commitment to themselves that they can do this. They've already completed 43 hours of online work, and that work is prepared them for the lab that they're taking this weekend. For the 38 hours, we're cramming 38 hours into this weekend so that next week they will be prepared to go see some patients. They will be ready to go help some animals. Out of that 6 doctors, 5 of them already have patients lined up and ready for next week, paying clients who are ready to help them become better doctors because they will be getting their animals adjusted and paying them for it. What does that mean? What we found out, though, I asked them a specific question. I asked them 3 specific questions. I asked them how many of them were concerned before they registered for class about time. Would they have enough time in their life to get the courses done on time, to take the time out to come to lab? Would they have that kind of time? That was number 1. And that was probably 4 out of 6 said that time was definitely a factor in what was holding them back from getting started. It was keeping them from saying, I'm ready to do this. It was keeping them from making that commitment to themselves, not to me, because what I'm concerned about is the more time they are taking to get registered, the longer those patients who they already have lined up for next week have to wait. Those patients are waiting for them to get to this point. Those patients wait longer when they take more time to register. And some of those patients don't have that kind of time. Some of those patients will not survive long enough to wait for those doctors to get to class. That's the sad truth. So time is number 1. Number 2 was money. I asked them, how many of you were concerned about having the money to get started? And probably half of the class raised their hands about that. And one of the reasons that many people have trepidation about registering for class is that money, they're like, I don't have that kind of money in my bank. But they're also concerned that they won't make that money back. It won't be an investment that has a return on it. Now, it's one thing to go and earn exactly what you paid for the class. That's not what we're talking about. What we're talking about is this a good return on my investment? Is this going to be a 10-fold increase in my income because I paid for this tuition? Am I going to get 10 times that back? Sorry, guys, I do not know what's overcoming me and why I am yawning at you. I clearly am. Maybe it's an emotional thing for me. I can't wait to get this information to you. But that's the thing, is that these guys, their concerns about money were twofold. I don't have it in the bank, and am I going to make it back? And here's what we have seen time and time again in our graduates and our students. And I think these students are going to see it too, because remember what I said. So half of the class, 3 of them, were concerned that they wouldn't have enough money to get the class started. And yet 5 out of the 6 already have clients lined up for next week who they're going to be able to charge for their services and who they will be able to help. So when we think about what's our focus, and our focus is on money, I'm worried about the money, it makes it hard. It makes it hard to make money, but it also makes it hard to find the money. But when we think about our focus being on those patients who are waiting to get treated, those patients who have money they can't wait to give you because they need those services, those patients who are waiting because they need the healing, that flips this whole thing around. And so then came the third question, and the third question was uncertainty. Are you uncertain that you yourself will be strong enough, smart enough, able to create and put together an animal chiropractic practice? And also, are there other people in your life who are holding you back, who don't think you can do that? And kind of almost everybody raised their hand on that one. And here's why. When we're ready, doctors, whatever we are, whatever our profession, I don't care if maybe you work at the grocery store. And when you have a dream or a vision to move on and do something new, something different, something that isn't, the usual local thing that you've been doing for your whole life. When you have an idea to do something new, you have to create a new peer group. And the reason is that you've been doing the same thing for a while. So even these doctors they've been to animal chiropractic, they've been to chiropractic school, they've been to veterinary school, they're professionals, and they've been working as those professionals. So they have in their sphere of influence their families who are used to them doing these things, their friends who are used to them being that person, that professional, and their friends from school who have a vision. Here's what I want my profession to be like. And when you start thinking outside of that vision, these people can't see it because that's not their vision. So one of the important things about creating more certainty and more ability to become that animal chiropractor that they want to become is to get started, get themselves into class, get into Lab 1, and meet those peers, because those are the people with whom you're going to be able to see the vision. They're going to see your vision because they have a similar vision. They're going to be able to see that vision because they're going to help you to learn it also. And that certainty, that's where certainty comes from. Certainty comes from you being able to carry the torch, but others around you who are there to support you and help you through that. And without that community, it's really going to be hard to continue or to make it through. So for those people who are still stuck out there, I can't register because I don't have the time. I can't register because I don't have the money. I can't register because I'm uncertain I can build a practice. What's waiting just on the other side of registration is the time and the money and the certainty, the community that can help you grow, that is here to help you become and build an animal chiropractic practice that will give you the time and the money and the support. And it will also help you be there for your patients, your family, your friends in a bigger way. So if you're a veterinarian or a chiropractor who has those kind of concerns, who is on the fringe, who's been thinking about adding animal chiropractic for a year, 2 years, 5 years, and I know some of you by name because we've talked, we've spoken. Here's what I can tell you. You're not alone. You're not alone. You're not the only one with, my parents, my mother, my wife, my kids are in the way. You're not alone. And the support is here. It's here in class. It's waiting to help you make it into that practice that you're looking for. And we can help you in many, many ways. but your classmates are there to support you as well. So find us today at animalchiropracticeducation.com, where we train veterinarians and chiropractors to build profitable animal chiropractic practices. I just threw it up in the chat. Oh, that didn't sound right. I just put it in the chat so that it'd be easier for you to find. Find us today. We have many scholarships. We have many opportunities for you to get yourself over that first little fear, that first hump, that first concern about time and money. We're here to help you with those as well. So find us today at animalchiropracticeducation.com.